Aussie Villain, welcome to episode 92 of the First Star Challenge with Everton, and today it's big, to be honest, because we go away to Chelsea in the league, looking to stay invincible. And if you look at our last two games against Huddersfield and West Ham, it's not the last hurdle, but it's certainly the biggest. And then we host Manchester City in the Champions League semi-final first leg. We've come straight back since last episode where we got through and just about kept our invincible run going with that disappointing draw against Leicester. So let's have a look here. Another look at the league table, because who doesn't want to see this again? 21 points clear we are of Chelsea, and even further ahead of Manchester City. But you can see this episode, first and second in the league we're facing. So tough games indeed. Now this is what we're expecting against Chelsea. We do need to obviously favour the Champions League, so team selection reflects that. But we are still the favourites. I can see just the 5-5 draw between Manchester City and what's they called, Arsenal in the first game. Just a boring game there. Now Thomas Tuchel is the Chelsea manager. Now, he was, of course, the Paris manager when they were the only team that could knock us out of Europe. So we'd like a little bit of revenge against him for that. They're an adventurous passing style team. Data analysis report there. We can see the way they're lining up. They beat my boys Villa last time, so I'm looking for a little bit of revenge for that as well. You can see they're quite narrow. We might be able to get down the sides of them. Their passing network very much centered in the middle there, and the key passes as well. And this is the team that we are looking to send out. It is Lafont in goal. It's Gustavo. It is Taylor, Luis Felipe and Kenny as a back four. Berg in the DM with Davies and Sergio Gomez. It's Bouvier and Lookman with Terry Cook up top. So they have changed the way they're playing here just ever so slightly. That's okay. We're matching up with them. Now, the one thing I always struggle with once a team has won the league is sort of keeping them motivated. Can we do it for the fans? Maybe a passionate... We're the favourites. Make sure they know why. Let's maybe try that. Some calm. We have faith. He's already motivated. Yeah. I always find it difficult what to say to them in this sort of situation. Maybe it should be like an assertive, I expect a win. But I don't want to put too much pressure on them. But maybe a little bit of pressure is what they need, because there is sort of no actual pressure on the game. But here we go. We've nicked that. It's a kickoff highlight. Can we make them pay for their sloppy possession? Kenny, it's a loose ball ricocheted out there for Terry Cook, for Gomez, for Lookman, back for Gomez. Look for your winger, mate. Look for your fullback, I should say. No, we're not going to use him. It's a long old kickoff highlight though, isn't it? Tom Davies for Gomez. Come on, boys. It's sort of, we're losing a little bit of momentum here now. Terry Cook for Bouvier. Bouvier! Just past the post. Now, regarding where we take this save in the future, my main concern is making sure that it doesn't get sort of boring for you guys and predictable if we are, having won the league by so much this year. Now, we've got work to do here defending the corner. It's flicked on back post, and Lafont is just about there to save it. There was a good suggestion, I thought, from Owen Manning in the comments. Was it last episode or a couple of episodes ago? I can't remember now. But it sort of maybe combined the two in that I keep control of transfers. Oh, it's a loose pass by Gomez. You can see what he was going for, but it really didn't work. They've gone early for Morata. We have men back, but they have men getting forward. We haven't picked him up. Oh, that's a little bit of luck. Boys, come on. Come on, boys. So I keep control of transfers, but we have to have sort of a quota of academy players. It's a little bit unlucky there. We're not passing particularly well here. So we have to have a quota of academy players, whether that be 3, 4, however many in the starting lineup. So that I thought was an interesting... Oh, we're playing with fire here. Let's give it maybe a concentrate if we can. We're losing control of this game. I'm going to go as far as to say, let's try this. Do we not defend narrow? They were looking down the sides obviously a little bit, so let's maybe take that off as well. They're a passing team, so we want to counter press. Let's maybe take the expression off. Maybe some of those loose passes of ours are down to just trying to be a little bit too expressive. Let's give it a concentrate. Obviously, a 0-0 draw here is fine for us, really. But obviously, it's not what we want to play for. Gustavo, it's not a bad ball. Bouvier, oh, it's a wonderful header back by Bouvier. And Sergio Gomez gives us the lead. There was really nothing on there. It was a decent ball in from Gustavo. But Bouvier made it look like a cracking cross because he's just headed it back to Sergio Gomez. There was no one picking him up. Absolutely. Tell you what, Berg did well to win that header as well. But look at this. What a header back across goal that is. No one's picking up Sergio Gomez. And that is 1-0 to Everton. Excellent, excellent stuff. We'll demand a little bit more. We do need to keep our heads here because we've seen they've looked quite good on the attack. I did want to quickly say too, there is a goals of the month at the end of this episode as well, so make sure you stick around after the Manchester City game for that. But I'm going to say, if we get into the break here, which looks like we will, so far so good on that front. We weren't fantastic, but we've done enough. What do we say at half-time? Things are going well, you're capable of better. I think that's probably... It's not really one about getting complacent, I don't think, because we haven't really played well enough to get complacent. We're not far enough ahead. If we played really, really well and snuck a 1-0 lead like that, then you'd say, yes, don't get complacent. But I don't think we've been playing well enough to allow ourselves any sort of complacency. Just go down here. The one player that's maybe a little bit disappointing is Terry Cook. I do wonder if we should maybe play him as a complete forward rather than a deep lying forward, so he can sort of fill in, not always be dropping back in, just sort of... we'll put him on support still, just because he does need to sort of be a hold-up man there for us, because we don't have a number 10. But I just wonder if playing him as a complete forward, that's not the great start to the half, if that might actually work out okay for us. Alright, come on boys, what to do here defensively. Let's not let Morata run too far with that. Oh, we've let him in behind, and it's a good save from Lafont. Do we go and tell our fullbacks to man-mark their wingers, because he's definitely let him go in behind there. Ramos with a nice header clear. Come on boys, come on. This is very, very early pressure in the half here, and this isn't really what we needed. I don't know if we need two of you closing him down, but good job. Let's give it after this highlight, a demand more, depending on what happens. There's a nice ball out there for Kenny. Space to run into for John Joe. He picks a nice pass for Terry Cook. Terry Cook! Oh, almost there. Demand more, please, boys. Demand more. Is it just not Terry Cook's day? We do have Schiffers on the bench. We could look to bring him on. Davies isn't having his best day in midfield either. We have Hawkey on the bench. We could look to bring on for him as well. Davies for Sergio Gomez. Back for Berg. It's a little bit narrow for my personal liking there, boys. Yeah, there we go. Use your wide players. There's Kenny, a long way forward. Can he get a cross in? It's headed away. Davies is there. It's not the best header again. Sergio Gomez should pick this up. He does really, really well under pressure there to keep that. Sanderberg, use your defender. There we go. Stuart Taylor. Nice little ball in there for Lookman. Lookman with a good ball for Bouvier. Oh, it's shocking. It's a deflection. Okay, fair enough. We'll let you have that one. Demand more here, boys. Come on. Can we get one from the corner? We've already got one ball from across in the back of the net. That's not the best defensive. Oh, it just went straight out. Fair enough. It wasn't even a header. All right, now we've got to defend our own set piece into the box here. Oh, done okay there, but highlight continues. Guides, or however you pronounce that. Jimenez. Oh, come on, boys. Come on. Keep your shape. Keep your man. Oh, it's no one anywhere near him. Is he offside? Are we going to be rescued by the offside flag? Are we going to be rescued by the offside flag? It was offside. All right, so that's maybe why he was so far open. But, oh, I tell you what, he's only just offside. We might need to do a little bit of defending set pieces for the Manchester City game, if that's how we're going to defend. All right, we do have some players here that aren't playing well, so we'll call it on Cook, and we will also call it on Davies. If it's not your day, it's not your day. We can't play well every day all the time. All right, here we go. Sergio Gomez from the corner. Oh, it's a penalty. He's gone down. It's got to be a penalty. It's got to be a penalty. If you saw that, he just went down. He was pushed in the back or something. And a second goal now. Assuming we get the penalty, I'm assuming it will be Sergio Gomez to take it. Yeah. And a second goal now. That would mean they would need 3 to take our invincibility away from us. It sounds like a superhero movie, doesn't it? Dungeons and Dragons or something. But it is a penalty. All right. Come on, Sergio. Come on. Let's have this, mate. Let's have this. Let's have it. Let's have it. Let's have it. Come on. Sergio Gomez. Get in. He gets the double. And that doubles our lead as well. We'll give it a concentrate now. There's only 15 minutes to go. Surely the run is going to continue. And I tell you what, when our second 11, more or less, can go out and beat second in the league, away from home, we're doing okay, aren't we? We are doing okay. Next shout will be a little bit of praise. Do we have anybody on the bench? Let's get Gabe Wilson on the field. For Lookman, yeah, for Lookman. Bouvier's had a decent game, hasn't he? Just done enough to keep them worried down that right-hand side. It's a nice ball out there. Speak of Bouvier, can he find Gabe Wilson back post? Can he find Gabe? He's got it in there for Schiffers. A nice touch by Shell. That's stunning. That's absolutely stunning from Rainer Schiffers. Have we just seen a little flash of what we thought was there all along when we signed him to initially replace Davy Selke before we got Schweinsteiger in? But look at this. This first touch is absolutely sumptuous. Oh, look at that. That is, what a finish as well. That is a wonderful, wonderful goal by Rainer Schiffers. 3-0. That is now invincibility continued. And we just go marching on, don't we? We just go marching on. Excellent stuff. Bring on the Champions League semi-final. That, of course, is next. And can we add a fourth? I don't know that we can. We're running out of time here. Sergio Gomez on a hat-trick, of course. Sergio lays it out there for Gustavo. It's a rough-looking cross, if we're being generous. Schiffers pulls it back in, though. There it is. It's headed away. I think they've had enough. There's still 10 seconds to go here. Are we going to lose the clean sheet? That would be a little bit disappointing. Oh, it's a loose pass, so that will do it. That'll do it. 3-0 away to from home with our second 11, more or less. There's a 1 or 2 in there. But it's a good performance, isn't it? A really, really good performance. You were excellent, boys. Now what we've got to say, I think, is don't get complacent. That was a really good result, but the game that really matters is next. Get that up, you Tuchel. There we go. He's not at Paris anymore. 2 goals. Nicely done for Sergio Gomez. Guys, wait right there. We will be back. Who's looking at our players here? Looking for a French squad. That's all right. We will be back for the Champions League semi-final first leg. Okay, welcome back. It is time for the first leg of this semi-final. Now, we are the favourites for this one. We are at home. We have a decent enough record against Manchester City, but certainly recently things have picked up. You can see Manchester United won the first leg of their semi-final 2-0, so you'd say they've got half a foot in the final. Let's have a look at what we're expecting for Manchester City here. Now, Renato Gaucho is their manager, attacking direct team. Now, we have scored 10 goals against them this season, but I don't think we've played them in this formation. Now, it was 5-5 last time, so they have a threat going forward, but they're not half vulnerable at the back. But given this is at Goodison, we really don't want goals here. We don't want a goal fest. So there we go. We can see the way we're expecting them to play. They look a little bit all over the place, if I'm honest with you. There's their passing network. You can see the key passes. They're long, they're short, they're all over the shop. It's a little bit of a licorice all sorts. So it's a difficult game to set up for this one. And that's assuming that they do play that 4-3-3 narrow, because they haven't played that against us before. So this is the team we're going with. We do have the option to drop Militao in to make a sort of 3 centre-backs if they are going to play 3 centre-forwards. We'll have to just see how it goes. But I think this defensive setup gives us the most range to play with, depending on how they actually do set up. So Lafont goes in goal. Taimon, Stark, Luis Felipe and Milo as a back 4. Militao in the DM for now, with Canete and Zamora in midfield. Rafinha and Richarlison down the wings. Schweinsteiger up top. Oh, this is big. Yeah, so they have changed the way they're playing. So it's going to say they haven't played like that against us before. So I'm not completely surprised, but yeah, I'm definitely glad we set up the way we did, because we could have changed things if we had to. They expected to prove a point. I'm going to say, I think this is just, is this a take the pressure off sort of moment here? Do we do it for the fans? Keep our run going, I guess. Some calm, we have faith. Yeah, and just see what we can do here. As I said, the problem is it's going to be the away goals. They score a lot of goals. Even when we played them last time, it was 4-3. Yes, we won, but you know, if we were to win 4-3, it will put us in a bit of a difficult situation going back to their place. But of course, when we played them here in the league, it was 6-0. So you know, if we can do that again, please, boys, that would be amazing. It was a loose pass there from Zamora. Are we going to pay the price for that on the break? They haven't really got forward as quick as they could have. Now, Sane's rapid, and we know that Bailey on the other side is quite quick as well. Sane, oh, that's okay. If they're going to shoot from there, that's okay. We will back our goalkeeper, as you know, if for a long shot. We do have one of the better goalkeepers in football right now, so that's fine. I don't particularly like that. We've got another City highlight coming up here. Away, please, boys! Oh, Taimon, what are you doing? And we're 1-0 down. That is not at all what was needed. We'll demand more. I don't know what Taimon's doing. He was right there, and it's like he's just sort of kicked it from behind him or something. What has happened? He has, too. He's kicked it from behind him. You've got to be more aggressive there, Taimon. That is poor. That's really, really poor. And we're down an away goal. Never mind. Yeah, look at that. Oh, no, it's Stark that's hurt his match rating. Yeah, never mind, you know, getting through to the final. We've got to, it's away goals now. Come on, boys, come on. Then we've got to do work here. We did work on defending free kicks, but not corners, and that almost cost us again. We look poor. We have not started well here. Yeah, Nick Stark, usually so reliable for us, and we've got another set piece to defend. It's back post. It's over the bar. Boys, come on. Snap out of it. Whatever you're in, snap out of it. Concentrate. The general play has been okay. We just... Yeah, it just hasn't quite... We'll be more expressive. I wonder if we don't exploit the flanks, but we haven't got a highlight yet. I mean, that's the most embarrassing thing here, isn't it? We have not got a highlight. We get in at 1-0. It's going to have to be, guys, what the hell was that? It's the only thing we really can say. Timon, watch yourself there, mate. We do have Gustavo on the bench, who we could look to bring on, but we'll wait and see on that front. I'm wondering, we have Lajic on the bench, do we go with the number 10? We usually play okay in this sort of setup. So I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't really come out here whatsoever. Rafinha loses out there. Oh, we've got to be better. We've got to be better. Let's maybe... I wonder if we raise the tempo. What else can we do? That's a loose pass. Militao pounces on that. Back for Militao for Zamora. Use the width, boys. Use the width. That's decent if Carlson can get to it. It's not really what was needed, though. We don't need to be that direct. We need to almost calm down here. We're not looking great. Canente's picked that up. That's a loose header. All right, Rafinha. What can he do? Can he pick a pass? Can he go himself with Carlson? It's back for Zamora. Oh, how has he missed? How has he missed? That is absolutely... Calm down, boys. Relax. We're doing it again where we just cannot find the back of the net. And we're doing it at the worst possible time in the Champions League semi-final. That was a wonderful piece of build-up play, and we've thrown it all away. Let's go attacking. We've been the better team this second half, marginally, I guess. We haven't had that many highlights. We need to change something. Actually, what we'll do is we are going to go with a number 10. Stark's having an absolute nightmare, so we're going to take... Stark's having a nightmare, so we'll take him off. We'll put Militao back. He's not always the best at centre-back, but we'll go with it. Poacher for Schweinsteiger. Deep lying playmaker for Zamora. And yeah, let's hope this makes some sort of difference for us. Have we just set up wrong? Should we have gone with a number 10? They've been so poor defensively. I did not see this coming, I'll be honest. Didn't see this coming, and we've really got work to do in the second leg. Can we get a late equaliser here? It's headed away. Rafinha's there. Oh, it's cleared, and we've lost 1-0 at home. I don't necessarily... We weren't second best in that game, but we didn't... I mean, it's typical how we've been the last few games, isn't it? It's very similar to the Leicester game. We just couldn't score. That's Zamora chance. It wasn't good enough, boys. That's Zamora chance, and that one moment of madness from Timon, I don't know what he was doing, and we have work to do in the second leg. Lots and lots of work to do in the second leg. It was an early goal too, wasn't it? It was like a 5th minute or something, wasn't it? 5th minute. So, work to do. So, we will be back next time, and we'll come back. What we'll do, Huddersfield at home, we should win. I don't really want to show pointless league games at this point. We should be able to win that. So what we'll do is we'll come back for the second leg. Hopefully, we will then celebrate making the final by going invincible against West Ham, assuming we beat Huddersfield, of course. So that's all for next time. Work to do. Really, really disappointed about that result. That I would have rather that be the other way around, I think, if I'm honest. But anyway, guys, that's all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed that, please do hit thumbs up. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell if you want to know when I upload new episodes. I'll see you next time for, a bit of a nail-biter semi-final second leg. But for now, here are our goals of the month for April. Take care.